Save it for the clip show.
At least it didn't get far. We're running behind, guys.
Yeah.
I was not prepared. I didn't get home.
Fucking hilarious.
That's how we died.
We're back.
Thursday.
It's
What
that
up, yo?
Or Saturday. I almost said Thursday night. Jesus Christ. I'm out of it tonight.
Is it?
Yeah, you're
Like I was
rolling like an amateur. What the hell's going on?
Well, like I told you guys, like before in backstage, so my wife and I went to that party tonight, and
Oh, now it's
she's in here. Y'all saw her; she's all in here talking to me and shit. And this
Looking
is time
lovely.
when I would have normally getting more prepared, And then
You're a
here we
little
go.
distracted. It happens. It happens. It's
I
fair.
was rushing. I was on very short time, because we got home like
I'm sitting on the
You're in
meanest joke
Florida.
right now.
How could you be in Russia?
Yeah,
rush
Russian
time.
and a
Rush-
Canadian.
Rush time.
Well, at least you're not in the Keys.
My wife was
Have
frisky
you even
before
ever
the show.
been to the Keys?
I'd have faked a
I have not actually.
migraine.
I was
I-
curious
My
of
wife
that.
was horny.
It's funny now. My dad and my stepmom actually got married down there on 10/10/10,
He missed that one.
October 10th, 2010, 10/10/10. But I didn't go. It was a little just them and a photographer thing. I've actually never been there. I've been to Miami a few times. I've been in Jacksonville, Daytona, Fort Lauderdale,
I've been to Daytona.
Fort Myers, Naples, Port Charlotte. I've been pretty much all over the entire state, all the way through the Panhandle, Jacksonville, everything. But I have never driven on that bridge or gone to any of the actual island keys.
Is the Keys like a? I don't know. Is it? I know. Wasn't it Hemingway
It's like
lived there or
Florida's
something?
America's dick, and that's the little drips it's shaking off. Like they're just
Yeah.
a little chain of islands that comes out at the very bottom tip of Florida, and they're a big long bridge that connects them all. My friends have all gone. I've had a bunch of people tell me, "Oh, go down there for the weekend." Then I have other people say it's not worth it. It's really expensive and very touristy, and we have beaches all around us. Like, why drive all the way down there for another beach?
Yeah.
I mean,
'Cause
that's
I'm in
fair. I
Tampa.
mean,
Tampa's like 3.5, 4 hours to Miami alone. And then
Right.
there's like that bridge, I don't know, like 30-mile bridge or something like that, some long-ass bridge you drive on.
So if
know,
Florida
I'd
is
be looking
America's
at,
dick,
like-
where's Tampa? Is that like Shaft or is that near the balls or?
It's
That's
like
the
in the
pre-bump.
back part.
it's
Like,
Tampon Bay.
So here's Florida, and you have the Panhandle here, and Miami's down at the tip.
Yeah.
Tampa's like right here.
Okay.
We're like, mid shaft.
Yeah.
Midway in the shaft on the back end.
Pre-Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Pre-Blue
Yeah,
Chew.
like, we're-
Yes.
Tampon Bay.
Yeah. Tampons.
And I,
People who live in Tampa are tampons.
what do we got on the shirt
I mean,
today,
besides-
Maestro? Hang on. Let's have a look at it.
Tampa.
Let's have a
If you go
peek
down
at
to
that.
Boca Raton, you got to wear a velour jumpsuit.
Purple.
Nice.
Oh,
Respect my shorts on.
What are you rocking? Strange Days?
Yeah. No, firefight, bro.
oh, I thought
Emerson-
Pepe was going to show
Emerson,
us
Lake
his
and
tits.
Palmer.
Nice.
Brain
What a
salad
lucky
surgery.
man.
Love it.
That's
What a lucky
Geiger.
man.
Did the graphics for Alien, the very first one. It's his art that they based all the aliens on, and he did the cover for Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
That is super cool.
Go to a museum, you heathens. H.R. Geiger.
I can't, as much as I love the song Lucky Man, like I really, really love that song. I can't hear
Great
it without
song.
thinking. Oh, yeah. I can't hear it without thinking of that clip from The Simpsons.
I somehow missed that one. When you showed
I
it,
sent you
said
the
it to
clip,
you,
remember?
Because, yeah, and I
Well,
was
you
like,
know, that's a
"Oh,
great
I missed it."
segue.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do.
I do.
he's driving, he's happy, and then
This is
the
sad.
synthesizer, woo, 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 like I can just every time that part of the song comes on, I picture Homer driving, singing it.
Yeah.
It is a good
Then you see
segue.
me imitating it.
And you know what? That wasn't even intended. That was just natural off.
I should
the
have
tip
done
of
a Homer.
shirt.
I should have did a comb over when I did the keyboard
But
part.
you're right. That is a good segue because tonight's episode is about memorable songs in movies. We're not talking about soundtracks, though.
No,
Go on.
not the soundtrack. The song in the
scene.
movie.
The scene.
Iconically related.
Just out of a matter of opinion, I want to ask all you guys: do you think that the song makes the scene popular, or the scene makes the song popular?
The song.
The song makes the scene.
The song makes the scene
Because you hear
memorable.
that song and you think of that
Yes.
scene.
Yeah, and
Yes.
I think if you know the song and like it, okay, I think we all agreed we weren't going to use one as one of our examples. Freebird in Forrest Gump. When Jenny's up on the rail there, it's like, you love that song. When that's solo, if you've listened to it, it's intense. And then that scene captures the intensity of the song, but in a different way. And it makes sense.
But you know what's funny is, like, that's not one of those songs for me. Like, I love Skinner. Absolutely love Skinner. I love that song. I get lost in that song. But not once throughout the sounds of the song do I ever think of that moment. But if you're talking about Forrest Gump and you say that scene, I immediately know the song. I can hear it and I can see it as it's happening. Her on the balcony, like holding on, losing her footing, whatever. Like, yeah.
And I think it's all three guitars going at full bore at that point too. In
Oh
the
yeah.
song.
For me,
But
another one
it's
in
just
Forrest
like-
Gump is Unfortunate Sons.
Now, see, I don't necessarily picture.
movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't necessarily picture Forrest Gump, but when I hear that song, I picture choppers come flying in, like
think that was
over the
Platoon.
just like that scene in
That
the
was
movie.
Platoon, I
but
think.
you
Like
see that
Platoon.
scene exactly. You see that scene a lot with that song.
Yeah.
I mean, it was made about war. Why not? The Vietnam War. At that,
So every time
they
you
had a
hear
lot
that,
of war protests.
So who's leading their
protest songs.
who's leading the list here? Give us one there, RJ. What?
well, I'm going to lead you in with something that I don't think any of you would have expected. The song is Breakdown by Tantric. The movie is Driven. It's a chase scene where Sylvester Stallone is chasing his rookie driver through the streets of Toronto in their race cars because he had this meltdown
Almost
that
an
he
Indy.
lost the girl.
That was the IndyCar race.
He lost the girl.
Steer movie.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're flying through the streets to the song Breakdown by Tantric. And to be honest with you, the way that scene breaks down and the way that song captures that whole scene, to me, it is probably the most iconic for car chase scenes that I can think of. Especially for an IndyCar, like that's not. Indy is not something that you see a lot of movies about. I mean, of course, you got Days of Thunder with
that's NASCAR though.
The AC/DC and stuff like that.
Lots of Formula One movies, but not Indy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, that was just such an iconic moment. That scene with that song, like I'll always, every time I hear Tantric, and I've heard them live multiple times, got to meet the band, super cool dudes, but hearing that song every time brings me back to that scene.
Cool. I'm gonna check that out.
All right.
I'll go with
All
leave
right.
the start of my list with this is a
I was gonna say,
special
let's
one.
each do one.
Sorry? Yeah, we'll
I was
each
gonna
do
say,
one.
let's each do one. Yeah, let's each
actually,
do one and we'll
mine
come
is-
back around.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I was having a tough time breaking it down. It's you guys have seen Apocalypse Now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I actually have not.
There's the first of all, there's the beginning of it. They play the end by the Doors, and it's everyone pictures Martin Sheen naked, drunk, going crazy, smashing his mirror, doing Tai Chi, and the Doors go, "This is the end," and just building up. Then the flight of the Valkyrie, da 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 da. You know when the air cavalry's coming in, and it goes, it scares the shit out of them. And then Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones when they're water skiing on the river behind the gunboat. And they're shooting machine guns so the people don't shoot at the guy water skiing. That's the one movie that has three, for me, iconic scenes. A Vietnam movie again, too.
That's impressive. Yeah. I mean, Apocalypse Now is a very iconic movie in movie history.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising that you could pull 3 scenes from that movie.
Yeah.
It just doesn't surprise me one bit.
Another quick one that everyone will know right off the bat, Holiday Roads. Lindsay Buckingham.
Yeah, vacation
Good
movies,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like all of them.
Yeah, exactly. You just picture something and you start smiling. It's like,
Holiday
wow.
Road. You hear Holiday Road and you picture Clark Griswold.
Yeah.
Like you immediately you see. There's Chevy, smiling big. All right, Mr. Dixon Butt, let's hear it. What you got?
I got all-time rock and roll, Bob Seger, Risky Business.
Risky Business, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
You
Brilliant.
hear the song,
That's
you come
brilliant.
sliding in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his socks and his button-down shirt and his tidy whities.
And it's so iconic.
See,
Every show has made a reference to it at some point. Cartoons, they've all had
yeah.
the South Park kids slide in, Simpsons, Family Guy. Everybody. Acknowledged that scene.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
Iconic. Very iconic.
Yes.
Yeah. See, when I think of movie scenes, like, I got my Hendrix shirt on. So, obviously, I'm going to go with Wayne's World and Foxy Lady. The scene with Garth in the donut shop, like, I can't hear that song without seeing Garth,
Yeah.
Yes.
doing the... Like, I hear the song and I immediately picture Dana Carvey all Garthed out. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
automatic go-to.
That they're linked. That scene and that song are linked, definitely.
It
Beautifully.
is. And it's like, I've heard the song a million times. I love the song. But, like, after the first time I saw that movie, there was no seeing that or hearing that song without seeing that scene.
That's a great example of
Come
how
to
two
get ya.
bizarrely different things, come together. Did the music make that song, or was it the movie made the song? Like, was it the music made
Well,
the
see,
scene?
there are certain moments,
Yeah.
like, where it's just like, that scene is funny. It's a very memorable scene.
And it
But
captures,
it wouldn't be that scene without the song.
Right.
Jimi Hendrix does it
But-
with swagger, and Garth is anything but swagger, but he becomes swagger
Does.
in that
But in
moment.
his mind, he was coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he just...
Come
And
on,
then
baby.
he's
Come on, baby.
gyrating.
You want it?
Like, yeah.
Coming at you, baby.
Oh, yeah. That was a classic.
Here I
Well,
come.
okay, your turn,
come to get
RJ.
ya.
You need to come up with a big one here.
Well, I've got one.
Uh-oh.
Top Gun.
Oh, yeah. Danger Zone or Take My Breath... Or no. You
Take
lost
My
that love
Breath
and
Away.
feeling.
Berlin.
Yeah.
When Kelly McGillis and Tom Cruise finally got together and they were having their first love scene. That was a very iconic
Boom,
moment.
boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
Boom,
Two gay
And
boom,
people clearly not
shadows.
enjoying it.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oopsies, this might
It was incredibly done.
Yeah, Top Gun. I also thought of when he sings into the bar. Remember that Elvis song?
Oh, you got
Was it
that
the,
Lemon
Isley
Freeway?
Brothers? Yeah.
That's
the
not,
Isley
yeah, I
Brothers.
Yeah.
was gonna say, that's not the
Yeah.
Elvis, yeah.
But it's, when they...
I mean-
When I hear that song, I think of the
Close
Tom
your
Cruise.
eyes.
Anymore.
That just came to me.
But
Yeah.
you could also
Your
really
love
look at a crossover iconic moment where Anthony Edwards and Miles Teller both do Great Balls of Fire on the piano.
With Meg Ryan.
And yeah, with the first Top Gun movie and the
Mhm.
second Top Gun movie, like
Never
father,
saw
like
second one.
son. It was actually decent.
That's pretty cool. It's again, it acknowledges that it's a nod to a scene we all remember. It's cool.
Right, and it was definitely, to be honest with you, the way they did it was a great shout out from a movie perspective. So I mean, I definitely would put that in quite the iconic category.
Okay, so my next one is you know you make me wanna shout, get my head up and shout, come on now.
Shout.
You're thinking of
Animal House.
Yeah, Animal House.
Oh, I love that movie.
Otis Day of the Nights. That's who they said it was
Yes.
in the movie.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
That was a classic moment.
A lot of things.
Oh,
One of those movies that when you watch it now, you tell your kids, you go, don't listen to it. You know, the date rape parts, like 16 Candles, it was kind of racist. They're funny movies, but when you watch them now, it's like,
well, let's be honest though. That's how far we've come in our culture to correct some behaviors.
yes.
You want to know a movie that
They were never
Go ahead.
malicious in their humor.
Right,
It was
it's-
just like funny cultural differences,
That-
I thought. But
Right. That's just how culture was at the time. Culture's not that way anymore. So we can say, hey, well, back in the 70s, we sucked a little bit at our culture. We don't suck as bad as we used to. There may be still a few airheads out there, whatever.
a few?
yeah.
There's a
We,
bunch of them.
yeah.
Yeah, they're
Airheads, that
dying.
is. Bunch of airheads. I was just about to.
The
Sorry
Lone
for the editorial.
Rangers. If you
Yeah.
caught that joke, you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's funny you mentioned that because like one movie that I used to watch as a kid and I found absolutely hilarious, and now watching it as an adult, it's still funny, but it's like
I know you.
it's Blazing Saddles.
Oh, I think
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
I think I know Revenge of the Nerds.
Great fucking movie. I love it. Mel Brooks was awesome.
Yeah.
And it's very historically, like, yeah, the way they talk seems like, whoa, that's really racist. But back in those days, that's how it was. It's very
Right.
historically accurate. Like, it's not like
It's
they're just
so in your
flagrantly
face, too.
dropping
It's like-
the N-bomb. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But that's how it was. That's how the people acted back then. That's how they talked back then in those times. So, I mean, it's like, you look at it and you're like, but then you gotta remember that it's actually accurate for the time they're portraying.
When you watch
Not
it now,
just
you're
the
right.
time
You
it
gotta
came
kind
out.
of can't laugh at the parts you used to laugh at, but you can sort of silently
Yeah,
laugh
I
later.
mean, you chuckle where you used to
Yeah.
laugh. It has
Right.
a different
And
context
hope
now.
nobody notices.
Yeah. Certain
I
friends
mean,
you
there
might
is
not watch
that.
it with, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. My friends that are like that would probably find it funnier.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
You know,
Anyways.
it's the new sheriff. He's the
Yeah.
old lady kicks in. Takes her pie
I
back.
love the part where they were trying to sneak into the bad guy thing, and they both had on the Klan robes, and then he like whatever, and he's like, "Oh, look at your dirty hands," and then he's like, "You got coal all over your hands," because it's a black
Yeah.
sheriff, so his hands were black, and he was just like pretending like trying to cover it up real quick so they didn't get busted. Like it was like one of those scenes. It's
And then they
like,
pull his hat off, and he goes, "Now my next
Yeah.
imitation, Jesse Owens," and he starts running. That's fucking funny.
see,
Yes.
this sense of humor, like I have friends that they like, for one, that y'all know, my buddy Shaggy, who's going blind. Like, he loves blind jokes because if you can't laugh at it yourself, you're just gonna get offended.
Oh, I wish I knew. I bite
And-
my tongue so much when I'm on the podcast with you guys.
Oh no, go
It's like, oh,
nuts
shit.
with Shaggy. He loves the blind jokes. We crack him at him all the time. But I was gonna say, my favorite, and I know I didn't even speak to this man. I never had to. I never had to say a single word to this guy. I saw him at Walmart in passing. I was walking one way. He was on one of those motorized carts. He was an amputee, had no leg from the knee down. He was wearing, I shit you not, an IHOP shirt. I saw the shirt. I grinned. I made eye contact with him on accident. He smiled real big and just nodded his head, and that was it. Nothing had to be said. He knew I saw the humor and appreciated it. He appreciated that I got the humor and obviously has a sense of humor. And it was hilarious.
Yes.
Like, you hear people make jokes about, oh, where does a one-legged person work? IHOP, ha ha ha.
I'll tell
But
you.
like, to see a one-legged dude wearing, rocking it, just proud as
Sue
could
did
be
that
riding
one
on
time.
that scooter. I wanted to just be like, nah, I love it, dude.
Sue did that at a dinner one time when I first joined like my first like big time band, and I was invited over for dinner at one of the band members' family house, and they introduced his mother to me and Sue, and she goes, "Oh, I'm Eileen," and Sue goes, "Oh, that's funny. I heard a joke where Eileen's the punchline. What do you call a lady with one leg?" And everyone in the family just bust out laughing. And Mrs. Addington was like, "Oh, yes, that's nice, dear." And we found out after she left the room that she only has one leg. And, but Sue went on afterwards, like all these different jokes like that. And the family they've heard it so many times before that they just loved that Sue thought this one joke was so funny and just was oblivious to it. It was just classic. If I brought her in here now, she'd go red. Was like, "Oh, fuck."
I love seeing people who have a good sense of humor, though. Like, life
it's important.
deals you lemons, like it really does. And if you can roll with the punches, it's just that much better.
Yeah.
Because then there's nothing to get offended by. There's nothing to be upset of. And
Yeah, but
people who
someone
think
can't
they're
use it
going to
against
hurt
you too if you've already.
you take away their exactly. The people who hurt you or try to hurt you, you take the wind out of their sails because they got nothing to. It's kind of like the Eminem rap battles in 8 Mile, where he's like, "I am white, I am a piece of trash. I do live in a trailer with my mom who's a drug addict. Now tell these people something they don't know about me."
Yeah.
Whatever. Like,
Yeah.
now what? He beat you. He beat himself, and now it's your turn to try to say something. Like, you take it out of him.
I sometimes get by when someone's trying to like bring me down. It's like, you're not saying anything I haven't already thought about myself. It's like why am I letting you saying it bug me? It's like, I beat you to that one, buddy.
It's funny. People love to be critics and talk shit, but what people forget is that everyone is their own worst critic.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Not often you hear something about yourself that you hadn't thought of before and,
Exactly.
felt insecure about or whatever.
So, hey, dicks and butt. It's your turn. Right?
Yeah.
Or was it
No.
Pippi, what was your second?
I had Animal House one. Shout.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I don't know if this one counts, but Afternoon Delight, Anchorman.
I can't hear that song
counts.
without thinking of that.
Of course.
I'll count it.
That counts.
Hands down. Absolutely.
Jazz
And,
flute. Fuck.
Yas flute.
I know what I gotta start
Yes.
wearing now. I gotta fucking Ron Burgundy.
Yes. Burgundy it up, brother.
Donnie's getting excited already.
Honestly, I gotta say, it's funny we haven't mentioned it yet. I figured everybody would jump on the obvious Pretty Woman from Pretty Woman.
Fucking it didn't even occur to me.
But that's not what my second one was. My second one is actually from Guardians of the Galaxy. I have
Nice.
always
I told Sue you'd someone to
loved
do
the movie.
Guardians.
I've always loved the second one, actually. The second one. There's a bunch of songs in there I associate with those movies now, but in particularly, I have always loved Fleetwood Mac, and I've always been a huge fan of The Chain. But now when I hear that song, I picture that scene when he's fighting his dad. Because, like, the build-up, you just hear it as he's, like, sucking into the ground, going down. You hear the, like, just build up. And then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. and then he just like all of a sudden, boom, comes out as the song hits the powerful moment. He starts using his power. It's just so like gives me chills. Like when I watch that because the song goes so perfectly with that scene that it just perfect.
I thought you were going to go with the song Groot danced to after he's been destroyed, but they have the little clone of him
the
when he's
beginning of
dancing
the
by
first
himself.
one, Mr. Blue Sky.
Yeah.
I can't hear Mr. Blue Sky without thinking of the beginning of the second Guardians movie. When Groot's the baby dancing all around while they're fighting that giant slug, he's just dancing along, Mr. Blue.
Great song,
yeah.
too.
I mean, if we were going to keep going with Guardians, I could. Brandy. I can't hear Brandy without thinking of that. That's the second one, too.
Which one? What song?
Brandy. Looking Glass.
Oh. I know the song.
When the dad's telling the story about
I don't really know
when he
Guardians of the
met
Galaxy
his
2.
mom. Yeah, it's all the second one. Every one of those songs I just named was from the second one.
Funny because The Simpsons
no wonder
did a
it's
thing
my
on
favorite
Brandy
out of the three.
when Lisa is being babysat by Selma and Patty, and they teach her some poetry, and they're singing, "Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be." And at the end of it, Lisa goes, "Oh, Selma and Patty, will Brandy ever find true happiness?" They go, "I don't know. I don't know." What a fine wife she would make.
My love and my lady is the sea.
Great song. Jay.
Yeah, great song.
I'm gonna hit you with a Rocky one, but not Eye of the Tiger. No, we're going Rocky 4, and in Rocky 4, while he's training, the song is called "Burning Heart," and he is just going hard because he knew to beat Dolph Lundgren, Ivan Drago. Yeah.
The montage song.
No, it's not the montage song. This was a completely different part of the training he was doing.
No, I mean it wasn't like a montage, like with the songs playing
it's not
while
the part where they show Drago's got the high-tech exercise equipment. Rocky's got a log on his shoulder and shit.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
That's
them
right.
all.
Yeah, it was during one of those training montages, and he's like running up this mountain full of snow.
Yeah.
And in the Warriors Code, there's no surrender. And it's just this great, great motivational song. It's actually on a lot of my playlists, like when I'm working out and stuff like that. It makes the playlist. But that particular song, iconic moment from Rocky 4, along with let's see, There's No Easy Way Out. He was driving in the car after he took the fight, and his wife didn't want him to take the fight. Adrian's like, "Don't take this fight, Rocky. He's gonna kill you. Look what he did to Apollo." Yeah. And he's like, "I gotta take this fight, Adrian. I gotta do it for our country."
Do it.
Exactly. So,
speaking of Guardians, there's Sylvester Stallone, another connection.
Yeah.
He was in those movies.
They're scoring points.
I'm a huge Stallone fan. Like his work.
How could you not be?
Rocky's a brilliant debut, man. Great debut movie. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's good in Demolition Man too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great
Copland.
movie.
He actually I fucking love Copland, man. He's so good at that.
That was a great movie.
He just gets bullied by the real cops. He's a security guard, basically.
His show Tulsa King has been really good as well.
Yeah. He's a good actor. First Blood, the first Rambo movie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
Pippi.
My turn again. Okay. Okay, this is American Girl by Tom Petty. It's the opening of Silence of the Lambs, I believe, when the girl gets abducted.
Ooh.
She's singing along at that at the top of her lungs.
Yeah. It's been so long since I've seen that. You're right.
Sue said it was a different song that
Had
scene was.
to
I'm pretty sure it was American Girl.
I'm
A
pretty
little
sure it
hack
was.
Yeah, she thought it was free falling.
another one that I feel remiss if we didn't mention, even though we all kind of discussed it for the people who watching didn't hear us talk about it off stick screen, obviously. Reservoir Dogs, Stuck in the Middle.
Yeah.
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 We all agreed on that one, but people watching weren't part of our text chat group thing,
Yeah.
so they don't know the ones that
Correct.
we mentioned. So
A lot of people don't know the name of the song, but when Uma Thurman ODs in Pulp Fiction, "Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon," it's people hear that song, they think of that scene. It's by Urge Overkill, but it's actually a cover
Yes.
of a Neil Diamond song. So
speaking of covers, I know it's not my turn, and this wasn't really on my list, but it just made me think of it. In The Departed, the scene where Leonardo DiCaprio starts hooking up with Ben Affleck's girl, like the Shrink, whatever. It's Comfortably Numb, but it's not Pink Floyd singing it.
Matt
It's some
Damon, not
cover.
Ben Affleck.
Or yeah, Matt Damon. They're
Yeah, I know what you mean.
they do so much. Yeah. No, I pictured
Matt Damon?
Matt
Ben
Damon,
Affleck?
and I said the wrong name. Yeah.
They're interchangeable.
The scene where Leo is like shacking up with her when they have that connection, he shows up in the rain and they start to like passionately, slowly
Frozen
make
Me.
love. It's Comfortably Numb playing in the background, but it's not Pink Floyd. So like I hear that and it, I kind of triggered. I remember that scene because of that song, even though it wasn't the right band. It's still such an iconic song.
The Bodyguard, "I Will Always
Sorry.
Love You." Isn't that when Whitney finally hooks up with Kevin Costner,
Yeah.
too? I don't know. I never saw The Bodyguard. I know the song.
Major?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but like it's
What?
been so long since I've seen that movie.
Wait, what?
Well, I was
The
talking about
Bodyguard with Kevin Costner.
Oh yeah, I Will Always Love You. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was that. Yeah, that was the song. The Whitney version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Major, what's your third?
I had the time of my life. Dirty Dancing.
Oh yeah.
Damn. You're batting 1,000 on these.
Hungry eyes.
I think
That's
he's gonna.
another great one.
I think you're gonna win the
Or
trophy
She's
tonight,
Like
there,
the
Major.
Wind.
Oh, yeah.
Since we're, jumping down these '80s movies, let's not forget Footloose. Obviously.
We just
but
watched that
my
this afternoon.
my third is a movie called Armageddon. And no,
yeah.
it's not. I don't want to miss a thing because although that is an epic song from the
Epic scene,
soundtrack,
too.
there's not really a particular scene that it's familiarized with. For me,
Right.
it was the scene where they're going to round up all the guys, and it's LaGrange playing in the background.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes. I love that. I hear LaGrange and I picture
Yes.
Michael Clark Duncan on a motorcycle laughing,
Yeah.
trying to catch me. Woo!
Come and get
Yeah.
Papa Bear.
Yeah, like he's
Yeah.
laughing as the helicopter's like flying behind him. Yeah, like
That's
that
a
scene.
great.
That's a really good one.
Yes.
I
Beautiful.
love that movie. I've always loved that movie, and I will always forever associate the Aerosmith song because it was a powerhouse song ballad off that soundtrack. But LaGrange, I think of that. I
It's
just
such
picture
a subtle. It's not bombastic
Yeah.
making the scene. It's just a subtle. Yeah, this is business now.
But it's a great montage scene of
Yeah.
them collecting all these wild ass goofy characters, and it's such a great song to play in the background. I mean, it's easy top. Like they're to pick up a bunch of rascals out, that's a perfect song.
Yeah.
It is. It absolutely is. Another one I want to throw out at you is from The
I knew we
Crow.
would have more than 3. Let's keep going
Yeah.
as long as we got plenty of time. Keep going round robin until we get it.
Absolutely. So
The Crow.
right after Brandon Lee has comes back from the dead, and he goes back to his apartment,
I need to
and
interject.
he's
I've never seen The Crow.
okay. So
Pretty good.
it's an unfortunate. I highly recommend you watch it at some point in your life. But there's a scene, the first scene when he comes back to life. He's putting on this makeup, and he's about to go out to start his vengeance, and they're playing the song "Burn" by The Cure, and it gives me goosebumps. It is so well placed, and
The
like
Cure?
that whole soundtrack.
Is it burn or
What?
disintegration?
You said The Cure?
Yeah, The Cure.
Burn?
Okay.
Yeah, every man I
Yeah.
burn
Oh yeah.
screams.
Right,
The animals scream. Oh yeah. It's a vigilante movie, and quite honestly, it's an iconic movie from the '90s. I'm surprised. Well, then again, age-wise, it would make sense that maybe you haven't seen it. So
I know
Yeah.
a lot of movies from those older times. I appreciate a lot of the classics. I just
The Crow is one
it's
of
not
Sue's
one of the
favorite
ones
movies.
that it's not one of those movies that I was ever in a scenario where somebody was like, "Oh, this is a great movie. We got to watch this," or it was just on and I started watching it.
makes
so
sense.
There's a lot of movies like that. There's a lot of movies that I've seen that people will be like, "Really? I've never even heard of that." But I've seen it because it's somebody I know, my mom, my dad, my stepdad. Somebody has played it around me to where I watched it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome," you know. Like Cocktail, I probably would
Yeah,
have
I
never
love
saw
that movie.
Cocktail on my own. Yeah, I would have never saw it on my own, but I saw
When he
it
pours, he
because
rains. Or he rains
yeah,
when he pours, or
Color of
something
Money,
like that.
same thing.
Oh, Werewolves
Yeah.
of
Like I
London
saw
and
all
Color
the,
of
I
Money.
watched all those Tom Cruise movies because I really dug him in Top Gun, and I really dug him in Cocktail. So I was like, oh, let's check
Risky
out
Business,
Risky
yeah.
Business. Oh, let's check out Color of Money. This
Was
sounds
it
great.
the
That was a great movie,
what was the teen movie
Robert
about the
Redford.
gang?
right?
Oh, The
Wasn't it
Outsiders.
The Outsiders, yeah, he was in that.
Yeah, but in Color of
Yeah.
Money, wasn't it Redford? Yeah. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
Paul Newman.
I thought. Oh, Newman. Yeah, that's right, Newman.
And when
Paul Newman.
Tom Cruise is
Was it? I
dancing
thought it was
around,
Redford.
it's Werewolves of
Yeah.
London, and he's
Oh, yeah.
showboating around the pool table.
I was about to.
Yeah.
Oh, did I steal that one?
I was about to look it up.
Okay, I think it's my turn. What's the one I just had?
It is.
Shit, I just had one into my head and I didn't write it down. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We were talking about the 80s movies.
No, it doesn't have to be the 80s. Just any movie.
The '80s
Oh, the
gave
end
us a
of
lot of
for
iconic
me,
moments.
the Pixies song, Where Is My Mind? At the end of Fight Club when he blows up all the buildings.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The first rule of Fight
Man,
Club
now
is you don't
that's
talk about Fight Club.
Great
That's right.
movie. I haven't watched that in a long time.
That's such a great movie.
It really is.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's just
Seriously?
absolutely psychologically brilliant.
Yes,
it is.
it was
It is a mind
so well done.
Yeah.
It is. Like it is. It is one of those movies that like you watch it, and then the ending, and you're like, I did not see any of this coming. Like,
And then
any
next
of
time
it.
Right.
you watch
Like-
it, it's all there in front of you. It's like, how the...
Right.
It is.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire movie.
Yeah.
Like once you've seen it once. But what's crazy is like you can watch it again and again and again and still not put it together
And
like but you still don't put it together.
you notice something that... you
Because
go,
it's
holy
done
shit,
so
that makes
well.
sense now, and it's just a background thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But every actor in that movie played their part so well. Even
Yeah.
Meatloaf.
Yeah,
This is Bob.
Meatloaf would
Bob has
Bob.
bitch tits.
perfect. Yes, yes.
Yeah, dude. Definitely. That's you definitely got to watch that movie. It's
you guys-
not just. It's not some macho movie about guys just fighting. I mean, it's the whole premise of the movie is fighting, but it's the mental,
An
the
off the
reason
grid movie
behind
about
it, and all
women
the
fighting.
mental fucking things. It's
Have you guys seen
crazy.
Sucker Punch?
I have.
That's a good mindfuck movie, and it's
I
got a
have.
great soundtrack.
Yeah.
You want to watch women being vigilante fighting, it's okay, but the mindfuck element of the writing in the movie is really brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, the ending just catches you too. It reminds me of
Yeah,
Fight
Fight
Club.
Club, though, man. I really want to watch that now. All right, guys, I'm going to go watch Fight Club. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously, Major, you should watch it. You really should. It's just one of those, like, iconic movies that you just got to see
You got a lot to
once
think
in
about.
your
You're like,
life.
wow, there's some weird shit out there. Chuck
It
Palahniuk
really
writes
does,
weird
and I
books.
guarantee you watch it once and you'll end up watching it again just because it's one of those movies like Forrest Gump, you know, and Armageddon. It's like, you know how it ends, you know what's going to happen, but
Right.
you flipping through the channels or something, you see it on, you start watching for a second, next thing you know, the credits are on.
And they're long movies too, so you lose 3 hours as soon as you scroll across. You're happy to hit it. It's like, oh,
But
damn.
you don't even realize. Same
Shawshank
thing
too.
with
It's
like
like,
the
oh, damn, I'm not going anymore.
original 3 Star Wars.
Shawshank is my favorite movie of all time.
The original Star Wars. Any of those 3.
Yeah, the original Star Wars, I can look away.
One of those 3 comes on, Empire, Jedi, one of them, and I'm seeing it's on, and I just happen to come across. I'm probably gonna sit there and watch it, unless I'm having to run out the door.
I'm kind of Star Wars out.
Major, your turn.
Yeah. Another one that I don't know that counts or not. Tiny Dancer, Almost Famous.
Ooh,
That counts.
fuck. Shit, man.
That's a classic.
Yeah,
He's throwing heat tonight.
Oh, yeah.
he is.
I'll never forget Dave Grohl talking about that, wanting to turn that into a performative art scene, like getting a kiddie pool and a few other things. He was cracking jokes about it. It was great. But yeah, you're absolutely right. He's yelling, "I'm a golden god!" Everybody's like, "What?" And then he's like, "I'm on drugs!" And everybody's cheering.
That's a good
Oh,
movie.
man.
Love that movie. Oh, yeah.
And you know, when I was talking to someone about it, you know, Cameron Crowe is the guy. He was the child in that movie. He lied about his age to become a Rolling Stone reporter. And he's the guy that directs those movies. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool story.
And the band is the Allman Brothers that Almost Famous was based on.
Mm-hmm.
Although the Allman Brothers
That I didn't
claim
know.
they didn't scream and cry when their plane nearly crashed. The Allman Brothers will not admit to that.
Well, of course they won't. They don't want to seem like wusses.
I think if your plane's going to crash, it's perfectly all right
Well,
to shit yourself.
I would agree with that statement
Yeah.
wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Now, for me, I gotta, honestly, I figured Major would have thrown this one out there already, but Tuesday's Gone and Happy Gilmore, like, I hear the opening to Tuesday's Gone and I picture that scene at the end of the movie where he's pulling up to grandma's house after he got it from Shooter and all that, and you just hear it playing in the background. Like,
Yeah.
I just always, I hear the opening of that song in my mind.
I think it was something totally different where I'm a janitor and he's humping. I'm a gas attendant and he's humping. He's a construction worker and he's humping.
He's doing the stick, the broomstick, the traffic cone, all that stuff,
It's funny, the song, I never knew the name of that song. And you know how some days out of the blue you'll get a guitar lick stuck in your head and you go, what do I know that song from? And you're trying to figure what song it is. And that song, those opening notes, for years I've never known what it is. I can never place that one and it'll pop in my head. And it's like you just totally filled it in where I know the song from. And I said, yeah, it's a sentimental
What?
part of a movie. The opening guitar licks for that Tuesday's Gone.
What?
But I couldn't
Oh
figure out,
yeah.
I didn't know the name of the song, and I couldn't work it into a song. It's like, why do I know this guitar lick? And you just answered that
It's
question
Tuesday's
for
Gone.
me unintentionally. Yeah, I'll never forget.
It's just, it's like one of the hundreds of songs in my head that like drive my wife nuts, that I hear the first three chords and I'm like, oh, I love this song. She's like, how do you even know what song it is? They haven't even started really playing anything. Like, you hear Clapton, see if you can spot this one, and you know it's Layla. Like, as soon as you hear
Yeah.
that, you already hear. She wouldn't be able to spot that one.
I met a lady named
Just
Layla
like
at the
in
dog park
Casey
yesterday.
Jones.
She said,
Casey
like
Jones, where it's
Clapton.
you hear the before the song starts. Casey Jones, automatically. Grateful Dead.
Yeah, you'll name that tune. I can name that tune in 2 notes.
Yeah, I could beat Shazam. But it has to be certain genres and ranges. Like, it needs to be a certain decade range in the rock genre, or I'm probably not gonna get it like that.
I can do it with bass lines and drum parts, but if they're just doing vocals, like when you do the boys' night, I have no idea what people sing. But if you give me a bass line and a guitar, a drum part of a song, I'd nail it instantly. Tell you what year, what album.
Dun, 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 dun.
If you play it on a kazoo, I'll go crazy.
So back to you, RJ.
RJ?
I'm gonna dip out of movies into a TV series because it's an iconic moment for an iconic 80s song. In the series Mr. Robot,
Excellent
there was
show.
a scene where one of the characters was really struggling with her identity, and she jumps up to sing her karaoke song, and she starts singing Everybody Wants to Rule the World. And in that 3 minutes, you see her transition from somebody who's not comfortable with what she's doing to somebody who really embraced what she had going on and really getting comfortable with what she was about to be doing. And it was such a character development that happened during that song. It was quite honestly one of the best uses of the song and using music for character development that I have ever seen. So honestly, just YouTube it at some point if you've never seen it. The Mr. Robot scene in season 1, where I don't remember the character's name at the moment.
Elliot? The main
No, it
character is
wasn't.
Elliot.
Yeah, it was. It was the
Angela, the blonde? Or his
yes.
sister?
It was the Angela the blonde,
Okay.
and she was struggling because she had to do something that she wasn't comfortable with. And at the end of that song, you could tell that she was not only confident, she was
What song was
embracing
it?
this role. Everybody Wants to Rule the World by
Oh, yeah,
Tears
yeah,
for
yeah,
Fears.
yeah. Okay.
And it was incredible. It gives me goosebumps, like even thinking about that moment.
There's a lot of good.
Really?
That's an excellent show. That is a very, very good series.
I like when you said, yes,
For anybody
Angela
that's
the
never
Blonde.
watched
It
it.
sounded medieval. Lady the wench,
Oh,
Angela the
oh.
Blonde. May I present her to ye?
Well, because there's like two main female
Sir Jason the
characters
Icy.
throughout the entire series, one of which is his sister, the other being his love interest, I guess you could call her. It's his
Yes.
best friend that he kind of has a thing for, but like
Right.
she doesn't, whatever. He's autistic.
Yeah.
He's got Asperger's, so he's not, socially there. What? I don't understand why that's so funny.
I'm laughing
Yeah,
at
he's got
Andrew Dix in the
I think
butt.
No, I
it's
know.
Ass. He's got Asperger's.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Okay. But no, like he's obviously got, he's on the spectrum. He's got the whatever autisticness, and
Right.
he's an incredibly intelligent guy, and he's a
Oh yeah.
hacker. That show roped me in immediately from the
Yes.
opening scene. The opening scene,
Yes.
and I was hooked. Because
Same here.
to paint the picture for y'all, the opening scene is he does a lot of monologuing in his head. Like he narrates a lot of stuff that he's thinking while he's like, he'll be looking at something. He'll be like, does that guy, like, whatever, like he's thinking it in his head. So you're hearing inside Elliot's head, and
Mm-hmm.
he's basically explaining who he is and why am I at this diner. It's not the food, it's not the atmosphere, whatever. He's like, it's the internet. This one has the highest speed, free, whatever. I can come in here and get a drink, blah 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 blah. And he's like, but then that kind of made me wonder, why does this tiny little belly have such strong, powerful internet? And that made me decide to start looking into it. So he's like this brilliant hacker guy, and he looked into, this is all the first like 5 minutes of the show ever. And he looked into all this stuff, and he's explaining kind of how he researched the guy, and the more he dove down, and the more he found out, apparently the guy's running this like dark site, pedophile, child porn site, whatever. Like there's all kinds of child pornography, whatever. So the guy comes in and he sits down and he's at the booth and he starts telling the
Who's
guy
freezing up? Is it me or you guys?
that he knows. Huh? Everybody looks fine to me. I see you moving just fine too. So
You keep freezing up every time you say pedophile.
Oh.
Big Brother's watching us.
Yeah, I've been watching too much Epstein shit. No,
you're getting onto them. You're wise. They're gonna fucking screen you, you.
He basically, he's sitting down and he's telling
talking
the guy
about that guy.
Yeah, the guy that runs it all. No, we'll come back to that.
Okay, go on.
He's sitting there telling the guy that runs it all, like, hey, like basically I know your thing. And the guy's like, so what is this? You want me to give you some money? No, I'm not going to do it. Because you know what? You're going to come back for more. It's never going to be enough. And you're going to keep coming back, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, he just kind of sits there and listens to this guy, like, tell him this. And he's like, see, that's where you're wrong. He's like, it's not about the money. And he's like, well, then why'd you come here and sit and talk to me and call me out, whatever? He's like, I just needed to keep you here long enough for the police to show up. And then he stands up and walks out of the booth as the FBI comes busting in to arrest the guy that owns the thing. And I was like, I'm in. I like this show. I want to see where this goes. And yeah, it's an amazing show about a guy trying to take down evil corporate America. Yeah. Definitely worth watching.
How can you not like that intro?
Christian Slater is in it. Great character. Don't want to say anything else because, there's a lot of mind fuck in that show too. A lot of shit that you're like, wait, what? So if you like Fight Club,
a lot of twists and turns.
You'll really, if you like Fight Club, you should check that movie out.
Cool.
Replace fighting with hacking, and it's like very similar.
I remember that. I remember distinctly. Sue and I watched the first couple episodes. She would love that show. I kind of tapped out after a few. But she loves
you did start watching.
Sue loves Rami Malek.
Oh yeah, he's an incredible actor.
He is. He's a great Bond villain too.
He played Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
And if he wouldn't have been able to nail that opening scene for the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, they were going to scrap the whole movie.
Oh, really?
That was the pressure he was under to nail that scene. And he nailed it.
Oh, yeah.
You know who their first choice was to play Freddie? Sacha Baron Cohen.
Really?
And apparently he was really good, and he just was a pain in the ass to work with or something like that.
He wanted to do...
He's probably always too goofy.
He wanted to do more of a story about Freddie's sexual exploits and such. And less about the music.
Imagine that Borat wants to do some gay stuff.
Just wanted to wear that bathing suit again.
Think about
Not
it.
that
Think
there's
about
anything
how
wrong
he
with
is in
it.
the movie Borat.
Exactly.
No, think about how he is in the movie Borat. Think
Right.
about his gay character in Talladega Nights.
And Bruno.
Oh,
Think
okay.
about Bruno.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Yet he's married to a very, very attractive girl. Like,
His beard.
makes you wonder. Maybe he's,
You guys don't know what a beard is?
secretly plays both
He
ways.
probably
maybe?
swings
I don't
both
know.
ways.
Tom Cruise has had 3
Nothing
or
wrong
4
with
different
that.
beards. Nicole Kidman was his
He's
beard for a
wrong.
while.
I'm not.
Katie Holmes was his
I'm not
beard.
saying. Just saying he tends to like those roles. So, gentlemen,
Yeah.
Hey,
What else some closing
gotta,
thoughts here?
I gotta steal something here
Yeah.
before, because I know Major Dixon Butts like crushed us with some aces, and I'm gonna steal one because I know this was probably on his list, because he was dealing the heat tonight. But the guitar solo from Layla in Goodfellas when they're finding
Yeah,
the
it
dead
was-
guy
it
in the
is.
truck,
It is on the
frozen,
list.
hanging in the truck, all the people from the the heist getting whacked, and the Layla guitar solo.
so
Donnie was sitting on
real
an
quick
ace all night.
before we do our closing thoughts here, I just wanted to throw that one of the Vegas odds here was that Major would pick something from a kids movie.
Does Beetlejuice
Is there a
count?
kids song? No,
That was
that's
on my
a
list
family
too.
movie.
What about Pee Wee's?
I meant like animated.
I had Tequila
Oh, never
from
mind.
Pee Wee Herman. Yeah.
No.
Mm,
No animated on my list.
Anime.
well,
I figured Disney ones would
Animated.
show up there somewhere.
animated. Yeah,
The
that's what I was
Pixar's.
thinking. Like,
Yeah.
I figured you would do Happy from Despicable Me or something like that. Pharrell. Nope.
I just want to throw
anybody
one
else?
other quick thing out there. Shout out to the phone number 8675309. It is now a cancer support line.
Oh,
So,
That's effing awesome.
yeah,
It
I
is.
just wanted to put that out there. Congratulations to how that happened. I saw an article on it. I don't quite remember all the details at the moment.
Like that's such a
so
fucking
every
brain
area
injury,
positive.
code.
but-
That's such a positive fucking thing that everybody
Yeah.
knows.
Like
Pop
every area
culture
code?
being useful. It's like
Yeah, I just think it's an amazing fact. So I wanted to throw that out there for people that you're struggling with cancer. Dial 8675309. You won't get Jenny, but you'll get somebody that can help you with some cancer support, and that's
Nice.
a great
But
thing.
if you're really lucky, the rep
It
will be
may be
named
Jenny.
Jenny.
that's right.
It could be Jenny.
Every now and then, Jenny picks
So-
up.
My other Vegas odds here that RJ would mention a band that none of us have heard of
Which is
because no, you didn't. I'm
Wasn't one of
saying
his,
Oh.
that
wasn't
was
one
the
of his early
Vegas
bands?
odds.
oh shit,
Wasn't
yeah.
one of
'cause
his first
that's what
ones?
I'm good for
one
doing.
I didn't know.
That is what you were notorious for naming these bands that were all like,
What was
because
it
you
had?
Exactly.
dive deep. Like there's the garage and you're like in the cellar. Like
Yeah,
there's
that's
garage
me.
bands, you're like even deeper than that. And
Yeah.
Pippi would mention Rush. He did not.
Oh dear. How unlike me.
So you all failed Vegas tonight.
Oh boy.
We're all getting concrete
And-
shoes.
Yeah.
All right, closing thoughts. Let's follow the same order. RJ, hit us with your closing thoughts.
My thoughts are this: we should never go to war for another country's benefit. That is unacceptable. To spend billions and it's going to wind up into the trillions. Unacceptable. Hold our politicians accountable for their actions. We still
Amen.
have yet to hold them accountable for their behavior, for innocent lives that they've destroyed for years. It's time that we hold these people accountable.
Healthcare, SNAP, food benefits. People need that stuff, and that is money. The money that's funding an unnecessary war could pay for that easily, 1,000 times
At the
over.
benefit of Israel because of a lobbying pact called AIPC. Come on. Do better.
You know,
Just do
I
better.
can see helping a country in a war if they're
System
getting
insanity.
slaughtered, but they were winning.
There's nothing wrong with supporting a country, an ally, where you can, but to be the offensive on someone else's behalf is just not necessary.
That's
There's a difference between support and creating the war yourself.
Yeah, Israel's kind of been running up the score without the U.S. help, but it's like, why did the assistance? Why was that
that's
required?
exactly what happened.
Yeah, it's like
Israel runs our government. They have for a number of years. They've been trying for over 30 years to get a sitting president to fight this war for them in Iran. They finally got one to do it, and it's turned into a disaster.
Well, the only reason they got him is because he needed a distraction.
yeah,
Another one.
that's we'll get to
Well,
that.
the mega donors basically told him that you're going to do this whether you like it or not. That's what happened.
It's either this or we're going to do another COVID. It's your choice, Mr. Trump.
I think it was more that he was expecting these files to go away and they didn't. And everybody, I think all of those guys
Joe Kent put it out there.
I think all of those guys wildly underestimated the internet and people's.
That's part of it, but
the fact
Joe
that
Kent,
people
when he
care
resigned
about this stuff.
Well,
no, I mean the files.
Oh yeah,
the Epstein
that's
files, which led to the fact that he is trying to create a war.
Yeah.
He's trying to have all these distractions and everything else, but people are still focused on this shit, and they're not going to ignore it. I'm not.
They're connected but
separate.
Spiraling. It's a weird thing to say. He didn't go to war because of the files, but they are connected because of blackmail and bribery. That's what Israel does. They basically have bribed their way into controlling our government and blackmailed their way into controlling our government because Jeffrey Epstein was a Mossad agent, and all of this went down
I think he was more
on his watch, or on Israel's watch, as a Mossad agent. So Israel has all this blackmail on all these people.
Maestro pointed out last week, this goes back to Iran-Contra, and even before that, it's like the energy crisis.
Oh, it goes back to the 50s.
The 70s when there was a gas shortage.
Here's the thing.
It actually goes back to the 50s.
I saw a CIA guy get interviewed with CIA, whatever, and he was explaining the definition of an information peddler, which is someone who overhears some kind of terrorist talk, whatever, runs down to the American embassy and says, hey, I got this information, this is what it is. And then they're like, oh, thank you, that's some very good information. Here's some money for you, for your service. Then he runs to the British consulate, tells them the same thing, collects that, goes to the Italian one, does the same thing, to the Russian one, embassy, to the Chinese embassy. And he's just made all this money off of one bit of information he overheard.
It's like Huggy Bear.
He was basically under the theory that
selling
this is kind of the level Epstein was. He's playing multiple governments across each other.
Oh, yeah. But he was also building blackmail on the most elite of elite.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Anybody that crossed his path, he had something on him.
Israel co-opted it. Netanyahu was the lead of Mossad at the time. The guy that was in charge of the country called Netanyahu a criminal. Jared Kushner used to go spend nights at Netanyahu's place. There's a lot of fuckery right in there, and this is all connected. So that's why we were drawn into this war. Israel has wanted to take over Iran for 30 plus years. They basically want the whole Middle East. They want to build their own empire. Huckabee said the quiet part out loud. And when a politician tells you the truth, you listen. Rubio
it's not
and
often
Kent
they do.
Both said in no uncertain terms that we were drawn into this war by Israel because Israel was going to attack them, and the blowback was going to be us getting attacked at our bases in the region. Well, we knew about this. We could have pulled all them assets out, but instead we just left them there.
Or could have made it.
And you know why we left them there? We left those assets there so they would get attacked, So we would have an excuse to our people here in America to say, "Hey, we need to go to war.
Justify.
Look what the Iranians just did." So this is our government's known to do this. OKC bombing, 9/11. I mean, the list goes on. They've sacrificed Americans to advance the war machine. The military industrial complex runs this country. It's that simple.
You know what all this could be solved by? If all these world leaders, instead of making decisions like that, they just went, I'm going to call a crisis line because I'm about to do something that's not really good. Not really good for the benefit of society. I'm going to call a crisis line and not make a bad decision. And,
there we go.
Do it. Stop
That's
the
a
problem
perfect segue, Pippi.
At its earliest possible way. It's like, I need to talk. I'm just thinking some weird stuff. And you phone a crisis line.
And listen, you don't have to be.
You might be
you
the
don't
call
have
that
to be.
Saves World War V or whatever. You might be the call that saves the world.
But you don't even have to be rich and powerful to call anybody.
That's right.
Getting yourself sane might lead to you doing something that, discovers a cure for every drug for every illness in the world. Just because you made a call and, got your head straight, made sure everything was working right, and you did something great. You're destined for bigger
judgment.
stuff.
You don't need anything but a way to call. All you need is a phone.
That's right.
That's right.
Call if you need to. Closing thoughts, Major.
I just I don't know how to say this without saying gay, but this is just something I always like. This week has been a trying week, and every Saturday I look forward to doing this shit with you guys. So I want to say thank you to you guys. I want to say thank you to anybody that follows us doing the music videos, ever followed us on X, ever followed us on TikTok, whether you're in the Convoy, whether you're in the Keys, or Minnesota, or Canada, the dog park.
I'm going to accompany Donnie on some jazz flute for Donnie.
With a bunch of tampons.
Nothing but love for you, brother. Nothing but love for all of you. Nothing but love for everyone out there. Positive vibes. That's how we beat evil, man. Coming together, positive vibes, baby. That's how we beat evil.
It's part of it.
As the Rolling Stones said, all you need is love.
And my final closing thoughts before we end it all here. Listen, same shit's still going on. These powerful people are still doing the same shady ass shit. Little girls are probably still being taken advantage of.
100%.
And none of the stuff's going to stop unless we stop it. As you can see, the government is tripping over their asses, doing nothing to hide, and they're just trying to hide it, whatever. Keep holding them back. Midterm elections are coming. Go fucking vote. Because the only way to change is to get new people in there that are ready to get this shit out in the open. And if you don't have kids of your own to do it for your friends' kids or your family, your neighbor, whoever's kids, because these kids are innocent.
Beautiful.
They're not old
it's
enough
time
to
to
make
stop
these
destroying
decisions.
kids.
Hey, can I just add one?
You want to break the cycle? Stop
here?
fucking the kids up from the get-go.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. Each person is someone's kid.
Protect the kids.
Just a thought just came to me now. I should have asked this before. Maybe. We have millions of viewers that watch these podcasts, and if any of our fans have a song topic they'd love to hear our opinions on, check one of the websites linked to the podcast and feel free to ask a question. And if we are smart enough to understand it, we'll pipe in our 2 cents worth if you'd like.
Yeah,
we're open to.
Absolutely.
I think.
I
speak for all of us.
Be the change. Be the change in the world. We need one. Yeah. Don't forget, these people are still doing what they're doing, and not
Don't
all
let
of
them
us can
destroy
just
any
run
more
away
kids.
to Canada.
As Tony Kornheiser says, good night, knuckleheads.
It's not just kids. Listen, the most important thing that I want to tell anybody and everybody watching, stop watching Fox News. Stop watching CNN. Stop watching MSNBC. Do your own fucking research. Those people are only going to tell you what the people that pay their checks want. They're going to make everything flashy, breaking news, trying to
That's right.
distract you from what's really happening. The truth
They don't
is
tell the
out
truth.
there. I'm not the X-Files, but the truth is out there. You just need to do your own research.
They will
Find
never tell you the truth.
non-political biased places. Find people who are actually doing the research, looking through files. The government posts all of the files. They do. Maybe not the Epstein stuff, but like all the laws that are going to be passed, all the stuff that's going on, all of that is put on the government websites. You just have to
Yes.
go look. Don't
Shout out
listen
to Clinton
to what,
Russell of Liberty Lockdown. Shout
yeah,
out to Dave Smith, part of the problem. Shout out to
don't
Scott
listen
Horton.
don't listen to the jackasses on these news things lining their pockets with all this money. Do your own research before you start spouting off your mouth about shit you know nothing about. A lot of stuff is taken out of context, and a lot of stuff is led to believe one way when it's not really what's going on. Or you're taking a little bit out of something, but you're not talking about what led up to that comment or what came from it. You're just taking one little phrase. Stop doing that. Stop watching these jackasses and do your own fucking research.
My dad used to
Do it
tell
for
me,
the kids.
believe nothing of what you hear, half of what you see.
There you
Do
go.
it for the kids. Do it for the kids. That's what
It's for
really
the
matters.
kids.
They're our future.
That's right.
See you next Saturday.
Love you all.
Bye, Sue.
There it is.